I mean, I was going to wait for the song to actually end, but, you know, fuck that. Let's go. Let's get on with it. We've got things to do. We've got busy lives. Including me. We're going to have to find a fix for this. For the second week in a row, the sun is shining directly in my eyes because I have the worst blinds ever. I have a set of blinds which somehow don't keep light out. And then if I have the windows open even slightly, they blow around and fall off because they're made of crisps. Actually, they're not quite as light. Tires should be... Blah, 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 blah. Hello! That's the most important thing. Hello to all of you. How are you doing on this Monday evening? A sunny Monday evening. Very sunny. Eli58 and Jason Pollard are in chat already, as is Super Mike. Hello, guys. How are you? Excuse me. I love how you're all discussing the setup that we're going to be using for the race later. I don't even have the car yet. So, interesting story about that. How tonight's stream is going to go. We are back on the Gran Turismo 3 grind. Not really a grind, because I'm enjoying it. Well, maybe not some of the races I did outside of the stream series, because there are a couple of Enduros here that I did outside of the stream. I did the Trial Mountain 2-hour. That was fun. I eventually found the right car for the race, and it was kind of easy-ish in the end. And then that was interesting. Mainly because all the cars were pretty slow, and I was faster than them. There was one modern Mazda MX-5. It's a one-make race for just Mazda MX-5s, you see. And then there was one car that was randomly way faster than everyone else, you know, in this event, by the way, which is only for non-tuned cars. Somehow this one Mazda was miles faster than everyone else, but they pitted every 3 laps. Yes, you heard me right, 3. In a 40-lap race. That's 40 laps, which means made a grand total of 12 pit stops in the end, compared to the fact that on my stock old MX-5, I put racing hard tyres on, which have far better stamina and endurance than, you know, some old biddy who hasn't had sex in 20 years. And I pitted once. That's 1 pit stop. I pitted once compared to the second place cars, 12. Absolute G's of strategy there, I've got to say. Absolute genius strats, lads. Oh, by the way, best bit. You want to know what car I won for this race? This one-make race that is only for Mazda MX-5s. You know, you need a Mazda MX-5 to enter it. And it's all Mazda MX-5s. What prize car did I win? Another fucking MX-5. Is that not a bit redundant now, lads? I kind of have already used... I could have used an MX-5 for this race. Not as a prize for winning the race. So now I don't need an MX-5 anymore. Sorry, I thought my controller was doing something weird. I must have knocked it. But yeah, this game's weird at times. I also got a Mines Skyline for winning this race, which was nice, but it's basically a road car. It's a weird thing where you can basically... All of these races have a 25% chance of awarding you an F1 car. But... some of the other choices are just not as good. Like, hilariously, the prize cars, there's 4 prize cars for each event, and you get one randomly. I mean, something's weird about this controller. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm using new controllers, by the way. I've got 2 of them. One of them's a bit sort of gummy and a bit sort of... Okay, I did not press the X button. We're changing controllers. This, yeah... I thought something was... in one of the Enduros I did the other... It was the Trial Mountain Enduro. There was a point where it just randomly started cutting out. So, you know, maybe we'll just return that one to seller. Maybe. Right, let's try this one. This was a bit sort of gummy when I tried it the other day. Like, the analog sticks were a bit sort of... You know, when they're sort of a bit sticky. I don't want to know what the previous owner had been doing with them. But... Come on, where are you? There we go. Right. As long as this one works and responds only when I press buttons, rather than that controller, which was just randomly... I was just randomly waving the controller around and the X button pressed. I'm like, okay. It is actually haunted. So, yes, we're not doing the Special Stage Route 11 Enduro tonight. We are, in fact, doing that one right there, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But, yes, as I was saying, 4 prize cars for each event. The 4 prize cars for this one were an F1 car, an MX-5, an MX-5, and another MX-5. So you could spend an hour and 20 minutes, as I did, doing this Enduro, only to then have a 75% chance to get a car that you've already been racing again and you'd need it for... Kaz, really? I mean, I would say never change, Kaz, but you have made it patently clear since this game that you never will, so fair enough. Anyway, enough faffing around. Oh, hi, Mark. Ferrari Strategy Centre. Were their tyres made of your blinds? I think they were, actually. Nay's here! Yes, Nay's here with the new Beast PC of Doom. Non-tuned. Oh, I thought I saw someone else in chatto. Must have been Nay. Non-tuned, yeah. AJ Clinton. Controller, press X to Jason. Yeah, I think it did. Right, so what we're going to do to start is we have a car in mind for this event, but we need to go get it first. We don't have it yet. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go and get it. The way you get it, it's a car that's not available to buy. You have to go and win it in this championship. I think it's the amateur level FR challenge. Quickly, someone in chatto correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm not wasting my time in a series I don't need to do. Fortunately, there is only 1 prize car per series. So in this case, there is a 100% chance that we get the car that we want from this series. So let's do that. We have... Oh, but just before we start, let's do everyone's favourite part. Look at some cars rather than drive them. The Team Pleb Garage looks a little bit like this. We have got the legendary Minoru the Suzuki, who won the Super Speedway 150 heroically last time out. He's now in a sort of permanent retirement state. He's just chilling in the back of the garage. We got the 1,000 horsepower Camaro, saving that for the wind race and basically anything on the test course. We have got the Corvette C5R, which I've been using to drive some races. It is wonderful. It's also a massive DORIFTO boy, which I like. Fits in well at Team Pleb. Speaking of DORIFTO boys, though, this absolute animal over here, this absolute monster... Now, you remember from the Super Speedway 150, the Tom's X540 Chaser was shredding through tyres every 4 laps or so. And I put it this way. I've maxed it out to nearly 800 horsepower. It's not going any easier on its tyres. In fact, every time I press the accelerator, it flips 45 degrees sideways. This may be the greatest DORIFTO car I've ever built in Gran Turismo. This is the Lotus Motorsport Elise, which I eventually used to beat the Trial Mountain 2 Hour. Those of you in the Discord will know about my trials and tribulations in that race, but that was an excellent little car. Completely stock, by the way. That's another Enduro that requires non-tuned cars. That was something I think that was only in play for this game. It didn't really happen anywhere in any other Gran Turismo games where it was forbidden to use anything else. There's the Mazda MX-5 that we used for the Apricot Hill Mazda MX-5 one-make Enduro, to which I then won another Mazda MX-5. It was literally the exact same fucking model as that one. So I sold that one. I also rebuilt Dan. You remember Dan from earlier on in the series? Just before I started the stream, I was arsing around and I was saying, you know what, I'm going to get another Dan. This is Dan 2.0. I've rebuilt him. This is the car that we used early on to finally get out of the rut of starting this game, because it can be a bit of a grind early on. It's an Evo 6 RS, just like original Dan was. But unlike original Dan, he's maxed out. So he's got 540 horsepower. Bit of a monster. So, Jason, I was teasing what the prize car was going to be. Thanks for that. I know it gives that car. You've spoiled the surprise now, Jason. Really? Okay. I mean, I thought the hint of playing Eurobeat at the start of the stream would probably tip someone off. Anyway, the final car. I believe I'd started building this at the end of the last stream. I can't remember. Or maybe I had... No, I think I started building this in between streams. So I built one of these. But it's a Corvette Grand Sport. There's not really much else to say. I've tuned it a bit. It's got some sports tyres. And we're hopefully going to be able to use it to win the Amateur FR Challenge and get totally not the AE86 Initial D version. Certainly not that. I asked you to confirm if it was the Amateur League FR Challenge that awarded the car that we want. Anyway. Right, we've got Trial Mountain, Laguna Seca, Tokyo, Route 246, Akasaka. Fairly standard trial route of races there. No other rules except it's only for FR cars, which our car is very much a FR car. You've got the FR, the FR, the MR, and the FUD. Those are the 4 different drivetrains in Gran Turismo. And before the first race, I should do the thing that I always forget to do, which is promote the channel and everything. So if you are new around here, please do follow us on Twitch. It'll give you a little notification when we go live next. Subscribe to us if you really want to. Tip us down there. There's a link in the Twitch description if you want to. It's not mandatory at all, but it's if you enjoy what we do, really. Subscribe to us on YouTube. All the VODs go up over there. And we also have exclusive Friday videos. And then, yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then follow us on Twitter, at Armbar Arcade. Fairly simple. So, it's a front mid-engine. So technically it should have been DQ'd from this. Shouldn't be allowed in this race. No, it's a FR. It's not actually a FR, it's a FR. Right. Anyway, we've got 408 horsepower. It is indeed front engine, rear-wheel drive. Well, maybe front mid, but who's being technical? Let's do this! Let's go win us an AE86, boys. And here we go. Right, that's encouraging. We've got some good power off the start line. I did wonder if just over 400 horsepower would be enough for this championship. It looks like it might be. Because although on paper the cars that we're racing probably don't have 400 horsepower, this is PD Polyphony AI, which probably means that they've been AI tuned a bit. You know, in the same way that that random MX-5 and the MX-5 Enduro was supposedly completely stock and yet 3 to 4 seconds faster than everyone else in the field. You know, including the same cars running the same model of car as it. Anyway, I've just come off of doing 2 hours of an Enduro race on Trial Mountain, so I kind of know my way around it by now. Including... Oh, except I was driving a 800 kilogram tiny Lotus Motorsport lease that weighed about as much as a gnat's testicle. Not a rear-wheel drive V8 muscle car. Alright, but either way, so... Well, okay then. We just fancy getting aggressive. I'm very sorry. Very sorry about that. I've got no time to fuck around tonight. Okay then, Jason, you got your first clip of the night. Must be interesting to see what sort of lap times I can get in the Corvette, because in the Lotus Elise, the Motorsport Elise, I was running racing medium hard tyres, so kind of slickish tyres. And I was running about 133s by the end of that. Right? Oh god, oh god, that's a little bit harder to do in a Corvette. Well, the Mazda's trying to hunt us down to get revenge, which I can kind of understand, really. I don't really blame them. Oh god, do you know what? I'm going to switch to this view, because this is the first time I've really driven this car in anger, especially on stream while I'm trying to commentate as well. It's just not a good combination. Plus, we also have tyre usage, because it's a 5-lap race. Hopefully the tyres I've got on it are racing super hard slick tyres, which basically are the longest wearing tyres in the entire game. So hopefully we should not have any issues with rubber getting worn out and bursting on us. So, you know, you never want to have issues with that. Ah, there you go. That's how you do the line through there. There we go. Right, I'm starting to pull a gap on the RX-7 now. Don't drive back in anger. I heard you say. There we go. Right, tuck it right. Oh, nice, nice. There you go. I'm getting him a groove now. Like I say, if there's any track that I should know pretty well by now, it's this one. There we go. Right. 3.1 seconds now. We're pulling away, so that's good. Shows we got this Corvette has been built well. You know, sometimes I want close races, and then sometimes I just want to win, you know. Fuck this. I just want to overkill and move on. What? And at the moment we're being pragmatic. We just want the car, really. It's like in Drift 3R. Oh, God! Okay. This Corvette decided it's now a Dodge Charger instead. I seen a grassy hill, I'm going to jump over it. Hey, just a good old boy. Never mean no harm. Anyway, I don't really want to do any more of that during the race. Especially as the Mazda's now gaining back in on us. He's slowly gaining back in. I'm gonna stick to this onboard view. Oh my god. Because I'm not as good in third-person camera anyway, or chase camera I should say. Plus, I've never driven this car before. And I'm trying to commentate at the same time. Hulk Hogan? No. This car is not racist. I veto that name. Car, are you racist? I mean, it has got a white stripe on it. Hopefully we're starting to pull a gap. Yep, back up to 2.9 seconds. And hopefully with the tyres we've got on, we shouldn't have to pit during this race either. Alright, that was a better run through that corner as well. There's the Mazda. He does gain a few tenths in the final sector. Whoop. Try and get good with the chase cam. There we go. Car name should be Jim Bob. Dusty as it's the American dream. There we go. That's better. Like that. He's just the common car, working hard with his V8. I like that. Yep. We're going with that. Has similar connotations to Hulk Hogan, except without the massive racist bit. Now we need is a black and yellow polka dot skin for this car. Or would that be going too far? Maybe going too far. Oops. Would help if I actually changed gears. Am I being slow as shit again in chase cam? Maybe. 2.9 seconds. The gap is staying the same, so that's fine. Before anyone says it, I'm not planning on drift doing on the final lap. I don't know where you get the idea from that I'd ever do that. Meanwhile, let's just run over the final chicane. If you can't take them properly, just run them over. That's simple, really. Again, another nearly half second taken out in those final few corners. That Mazda is on it. Final sector, it's just a shame he's not on it anywhere else, really. This is kind of making me want to... This is kind of making me miss my Elise, I will say. Like I say, a tiny little lightweight mid-engine rear-drive British sports car. Kind of the perfect weapon to traverse this track. Maybe not the ideal playground of a fairly heavy V8 boy. And you know I said I wasn't going to drift you on the final lap. I meant intentionally. Some accidental drift may still occur. Right, up to 3.2 seconds now. We're good. More accidental drift. I promise I didn't mean to do that. It's just, you know, when you're that good at drift, it just comes naturally, you know. I'm also getting a bit more into my groove. Driving in this camera angle, so that's fine. Most of the time I use the onboard the bumper camera. That's just the one that I've been the most used to down the years. But I like using chase camera on stream so you guys can see the car that I'm driving. I do the same in Dirt Rally and that, but obviously during the rally stages I'm like, nope, I need all the concentration possible. Right, meanwhile, I mean, this is the real way to do this corner. And yeah! Suddenly set a fast lap like a second and a half quicker than everyone else. God, I missed out on some Chatto in there. Nays Racing 9 there. Yep, that's the one. If you can avoid deploying that on Saturday, stroke Sunday, I'd be grateful. Because yes, if we haven't mentioned already, we're doing a Le Mans 24 Hours this weekend. Yeah, real Le Mans 24 Hours. As it a full 24-hour race. Project Cars 2. Yeah. Shit's getting real. What's Aki Kimura doing here? Oh, of course, because the RX-7. Took me a moment there. Lightweight British sports cars, unreliable AF. Which ones? I mean, we're in Gran Turismo 3. There are no mechanical failures, so we don't have to worry about that. Those last chicanes, though, yeah, you mean the ones with the massive sausage curbs. The ones that can pretty much wreck suspension. You know, no pressure or anything there, Nay, but I know it's tempting. Also, I need water. Oh, man, that's better. Stay hydrated, kids. Oh, God. I'm knocking this over on my desk. There we go. Ebby is here. Yeah, he's chilling out. He can sit there, I think. Yeah, there you go. He's fine. Right. Right. Actually, Nick, in this game, the Lotus Motorsport Elise I used, Rover engine. And on that bombshell, let's start. The stoppers. Alright. Away we go. Oh my god, we have resident Honda Stan in the house. Honda got the pole, did you say, Nick? Is that correct? Be a terrible shame if he lost the pole position at turn 1. Oh no! Oh, how's that happened? Oh dear. Oh, that's really unfortunate. He's now last. And I'm now in the lead. Ow! RX-7 saw what happened and was like, no! How dare you! That's one massive Pontorino per race so far. I'm staying consistent. Why? Why is in chat? Oh, British Pokemon 27 is here, by the way. I hope you're cheered up a bit after getting very sad about anime. I just saw on your Instagram about like, oh my god, I just watched some anime and I'm crying. I was like, oh, that's very sad. Don't watch that. Says watching wrestling. Oh no. Where's Jeff? Oh, Jeff the Growlithe. Oh, I thought you meant one of the cars in my garage. I'll get Jeff the Growlithe in a minute. First, I've got to navigate the corkscrew. Which is a terrifying... Oh my god, Akimura is sticking with us here. I like that. This series has been... You know, in theory, we have a car strong enough to win, and we should win, but... We can't get complacent here. Our RX-7's keeping us honest. And there's also a car in third that's trying to stick in the battle. The tightest final corner in all of motorsport ever. Oh my god. RX-7's sticking with us. Oh, it was Attack on Titan. Just Attack on Titan, not Attack on Titan. It might be. Well, he's trying to make this... He's trying to make an actual competition out of this. I respect that. Oh my god. Staying within a second. Oh my god, he's there. This could be an actual battle for the win here, guys. Oh my god, the understeer is real. Oh my god, the understeer and then the no torque is real. I think we've discovered this car's Achilles heel. It has monumental understeer from that heavy front engine. And then once I plow understeer into a corner, the revs drop down in third gear and there's just nothing there. Oh, luckily we are good at the corkscrew. There we go. Well, I'm good at the corkscrew. I'm not sure if this car is. Oh, the understeer. There we go. There's a little bit of the Need for Speed Pro trolley about this car. There you go. Once again. Well, I just slowed down to click the apex and didn't change down. There we go. Change down to first for the final corner that time. Made it pretty easy. Nick, what do you think you're doing? Alright, up to 1.5 seconds the gap now. It's nice. Oh, cool. Oh, God. Ooh. The car's like, alright, motherfucker, you're moaning about me understeering, now I'm going to oversteer on your ass. Yeah, power slide. Like, I'd rather you do neither, but at least I can work with oversteer. Understeer is neither fun or anything you can sort of manage. You sort of go into a corner and just see the apex disappear. And you're just like, oh. And then you're just like, oh no, there's a wall coming up now. And there's a sort of noise as your tyres sort of plough. Right, still 1.5 seconds. Is Nick mentioning his rectum again? I just saw Jason say Nick wants a timeout. That's the general rule in here. That's nice. Oh, very nice. I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely think my general driving skill has got a bit better since doing those enduros, because I was able to just practice consistency. And for the most part in the trial mountain 2 hour, I actually had to be really fast pretty much every lap to make it an easy race. It's kind of a weird one, because if I slacked off at all, this Honda NSX would be right up my trumpet or punting me out the way and fucking off into the distance. But if I was on my A game and putting out really good laps, then he'd slowly fade away, which is what happened in the end. But having to do an entire 2 hours of really good laps with no mistakes was really good practice in the end. It was good. So, should stand us in good stead for tonight. Once we get there, of course. We've still got to get through this race. We're still going to pull a decent gap on the RX-7 now. That's fine. Meanwhile, the S2000 is, I don't know, and Nick's crying at the side of the track because of that. Just coming down towards turn 1, Nick was there like, yeah! Honda's a pro! Oh my god! Uh-oh. Just like record scratch noise. Power sliding there. You know, some style points for fans. There you go. That's how you do that corner. And how you do this corner is like not, well, maybe a little bit closer to the corner, the apex, than, you know, Devon. Anyway, final episode. We're creating one bang. You can tell I've been watching Jimmy Broadbent's stream over the weekend. I'm actually going like quiet to concentrate. Whenever he was in the car during he was in the iRacing Le Mans 24 Hours, whenever it was his turn in his car, he was just like dead silence, like someone would tip and he'd be like, thank you, I can't read it right now. The only thing he'd say was the occasional swear at a GT car. Or more likely an LMP2 car. Which is why we're not having them in our race. Instead, we're potentially going to have fucking go-karts or something stupid like that. Probably won't have go-karts, but we will have a slow class. Whether it's touring cars or Ginetta Juniors or, I don't know, minis or something like that. I can't remember what most of the classes are in Project Cars 2, but yeah, we'll have something in there. The meme class, if you will. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, there we go, we're fine, we're good. Oh, yeah, nice. Okay. And then... oh, there's the apex. I've gone from completely missing it last lap to just headbutting the apex that time. But it is much better. There we go, another win. No karts. Go-karts, more like no karts. Dre's taking your advice. That... I mean, it depends what the advice is. Meme class with the RTR Ford Raptor. It's just pickup trucks just randomly down. It'd be amazing. I mean, it'd be funny if we accidentally didn't see them at night or something, just plowed straight into the back of them. Because our car would be destroyed and the truck would be like, what was that? Did a sort of flying nudge the back of our truck. I just noticed the 100 Honda billboards around Laguna Seca. I don't know. Does a billboard turn you on these days? I want a Mini in the 24 hour. See, Nay's at my copy of Project Cars 2 at the moment, so if anyone's going to know what the classes are in the game, it might be him. I can't remember if one of the like historic classes has a Mini in it. Alright, away we go. We are now 1 win away from our prized Tofu Boy. It'll be the second AE86 we've driven in this... Excuse me. Oh, it's the Honda again. Hang on. I'm so immature. Nick, I'm very sorry. No, I'm very sorry. Anyway, right. Up the inside. Nah. Oh, we're going side by side. Oh, yeah, there you go. That was the cleanest... Oops. I was about to say that was the cleanest move for the lead I've made so far in this FR Championship. Ow! He sent it. He's only gone and bloody sent it. That's not going to work. We're going into... Okay. General rule of thumb is you can't go side by side for the chicane. We're going to go side by side for the chicane, aren't we? Ow! Okay, we didn't go side by side, but it still went horribly wrong. Ow! I'm now getting punterinoed. Oh no, and now it's understeering like an absolute yacht. It's understeering like a flipping hovercraft here. Give me. Right, it's going to be a bit of a battle here, a bit of a dogfight. This Mazda's determined not to let us just win our AE86 boy without a fight. Meanwhile, the Honda's back and forth, which is, you know, truly unfortunate to all the Honda fans out there. I mean, Nick's very upset. Anyway. Right, we're in the lead anyway. That was indeed the cleanest oops. It really was. Alright, coming to the end of the first lap. Got a decent lead. Is Nick actually off to cry? Is that actually what's happening? Or just beat the meat? He's seen too many Honda billboards. He's like, no, can't take it. I've got to go grab a sock. I've got 2.4 second gap over the RX-7 now. So it's attempt to make, you know, to deny us our crusade towards the AE86 has kind of failed there for the moment. That's not to mean we can get complacent. Again, like I say, I like the fact the series has been quite nicely balanced. It's kind of made me concentrate. Like, no race has ever felt in the bag until I've actually finished the race and it literally has been in the bag. I've literally put the trophy in a black bag. In a bin bag. Because we travel in style here in Team Pleb. Just one knackered old briefcase and a bin bag to transport our gear around. We're like the most like lo-fi punk band around. The RX-7 has closed back in a little bit. Oh my god, it's the S2000 in third. I think the S2000's in third and trying to come along for the ride with the RX-7. Give me a kid. Is that where Nick's gone? He's quickly jumped into the... He's quickly actually brains planted into the Honda. It's like a driver San Francisco thing. He's quickly jumped into the S2000. He's now seeking revenge. Nick's into one of those anime snuggle pillows, but he just has a cast on in it. Oh man, I'm glad I read that when I was on a straight. Right, and the Mazda is now 2.4 seconds down, so gap's back out 2.4. Let's brake for turn 1. And then do some ow. The S2000 is in third, you know. Yes, that word. Yeah, none of these races have been kind of dominant, one-sided overkill-a-thons. We've been comfortable-ish. Also, I love the fact that there's still just... We're into the third lap and there's still no heat in the right rear tyre. Front tyres have warmed up and they're at temperature very nicely. The left rear is kind of still a kind of pale green. And the right rear is just stone cold. There's nothing. It's like, no, no. I'm freezing my tits off. Alright, see if we can get this right at the third attempt. Yeah, well, I didn't hit anything, so improvement. Still lost time to the RX-7 in that sector, though. It's been interesting. All the tracks so far, there's been one sector, at least one sector, where the RX-7's been a little quicker. But not quite enough yet to be a real challenge. I say yet, because, you know, I don't want to tempt too much fate here. Right rear 316. Right rear 316 says, I just drifted your ass. There we go. I think first and last sectors I'm quite good. The RX-7's decent in the middle sector, but not enough to really close the gap. That makes sense? Meanwhile, Nick is still off making love to his Japanese Honda NSX-shaped love pillow. Nice. Oh, oh, gold. Oh, gold. Stone cold! Stone cold! It's stone cold! That's me yelling at my crew chief right now. Jason's like, what's the condition of the right rear tyre? I'm just like, stone cold! Stone cold! Stone cold! And Jason's like, yeah, no, stop making wrestling references. Tell me about your tyre. And I'm like, no, it's stone cold! he's like that gif. The guy just like crying, sobbing in the shower. At the fact his beloved Honda is about to get clean swept by a Chevrolet. America! Fuck Trump! I know that's not the actual lyrics, but Donald Trump is literally in my country right now. So it is going to be the lyrics for the time being. And probably forevermore, to be honest. Ow. Never mind. Fine. Do I drift you for the final point? No, 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 no. No. Grow up. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Can you imagine? Oh no, it's not even the final lap. Well, we're definitely not doing this. Somewhere Jason is just face palming. Just atop the pit box. It's like, oh, for God's sake. Why did I agree to crew chief for this absolute spanner? Anyway, final lap presented by blah, 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 blah. Final lap presented by Nick's Sad Tears. Now he's off to do some PC things. He's off to maintain the new beast. Before Nate disappears from Chatto, we need to name his new computer. He'll probably ignore all of us and just name it himself anyway. But for the moment, we do need to think of names for it. I mean, Jason, I asked myself that as well, and I'm not even you. I'm like, why has he agreed to be a crew chief? Really? Well, there we go. Good. Super Mike over in Baltimore could hear the sound of Jason hitting his own face in Poland. Right. Not gonna drift. Not gonna drift. Not gonna drift. In fact, I think I did that corner about as well as any other lap in this race. Top 10 questions without an answer. The new Watch Mojo list. 10 million views in the first hour. All the comments be like, I bet Jason Poland wondering why the fuck his AJ's crew chief is number 1. You'd be correct. Anyway, speaking of things that were number 1, we are number 1! We are number 1. Excellent. Well, we got some money, but that's not really what we came for. We might need to sell some cars after, actually, to afford the upgrades. Oh, there it is. There it is. Can we get some Eurobeat in Chateau? Just general Eurobeat everything in Chateau. We have our car. We have our vehicle to attempt the Seattle Enduro. And now we must tune it. So, well, our car chief, Eli58, our chief mechanic, posted a setup earlier. But Jason also posted one in the Discord. So, I mean, what parts do we need first is the question. Running in the 1890s. Yeah, what parts do I need for it, Jason? That's the question. Oh, no. I need... Hang on. Yes. There it is. It's worth 125k. Jesus Christ. Not selling it, though. How dare you even think I could do such a thing? Oh, you didn't miss anything, Nick. Literally nothing happened. You're fine. Suspension, brakes, LSD, and gearbox. What about tyres? Do I need those? Right. Suspension. Ooh, it already has a semi-racing flywheel. Right. Prioritise those main bits first. We will need some horsepower on this thing as well. I think it needs about 280 horsepower. Your call on tyres. Racing super hard, says Super Mike. I think the AI in the race will likely be running sports tyres, and our car's super light, so I'm happy to use sports, but we can always go up to some sort of slick tyre if we need a bit more pace. Also get a clutch. So we've got all the drivetrain parts. What's the other thing? Suspension. There we go. So many button presses to buy a thing in this game. Right, there we go. Right, so we got all the major parts there. You can lose a bit more weight if we want off the car. Alright, but for now we need to sell some cars to make a bit of money. So how much is the... Ooh, Motorsport Elise. We'll do without that for now. You can return at a later date. I'll trade you in. MX-5, it doesn't even matter. We'll keep the Corvette Grand Sport for now. Right. This car needs some power. Not much, but just a little bit. Not a lot good, just a little bit. Racing chip, 215 horsepower. I'll say we're going up to around 280 on the horsepower. 237. And then lightweight to oblivion. Full engine balancing up to 244 horsepower. Does it take a turbo? I assume it does. It does take a turbo. 256 horsepower. 312. So, what about that final NA tuning upgrade? 269 horsepower. So we bought all the power parts. No, we need the turbo. We need a turbo, man. What's the maximum power you can put on it? Oh, Jesus Christ. 370 horsepower. Right, we'll go up to 256 for now, because that's what we can afford. I don't know if we'll likely need a little bit more than that. Lightweight stage 1. And can we afford lightweight stage 2? We can. Lovely. Might just sell another car just so we can get the extra bits, like the extra tyres and things like that. We'll sell the Corvette for now. Sell the Corvette. Sell the Mazda because fuck it. Oh yeah, oil change as well. We're running out of stuff to sell here. Evo. I'm not selling the Chaser. That was a prize car. So was the Corvette. So was the Camaro. So was the Alto. No, the Alto Works wasn't actually. Okay. We might need to sell Dan again. I'll build you again someday. It's fine. Right. So, what do we need? What's the final bit we need? No, we don't need the final bit of lightweight. Oh, the tyres. That's the one. I didn't even buy sports tyres. Okay, we're buying sports tyres then. And then... hard or super hard tyres? Going hard tyres. We can afford those. Slightly more grip. The car is so light anyway, you'll be able to offset any slight loss of... what's it called? Durability, that's the one. Right, we'll change the oil as well, get a bit more bonus power. Do we change the rims is the question. Or do we leave the rims as iconic as... no, we change the rims. We're going to put our own stamp on this car. It is our tofu machine now. Oh, it looks good with some Enkais on it. Yes, nice. I'm going to get some wheels. Sorry, Super Mike, we've got some wheels. We've got some new wheels for it. Right, and we have built our car. Well, for the most part. Still need to put the setup on it and everything. Jason, would you mind posting the setup in Chatto? Just so we can stick it on from there. Nah. So, with the oil change, what power has it got now? It has got 268 horsepower. Decent amount. Like that. I like what you've done there. And, fuck it, let's go racing. Let's fly this car out to Seattle. Let's see if we can do battle. Oh, Jason's got the setup. Here we go. Remember, it was a Jason found or Jason contributed setup on Minoru the Suzuki that led to victory in that race. So, suggested setup for the AE86. Spring rate, 12, I'll put that on in a minute. So, here is our opposition. We have... wait a minute, isn't the Corvette Z06 the main opponent in this race? I'm going to wait until one of them appears. In before that's just absolute... I just have no chance of beating it. Yeah, so it's the Corvette Z06 we need to watch out for as our main opponent. Fastest car in the race, but it pits every 7 laps. So there's probably a way we can outstrat it here. There's the Z06. Ah, we've also got the Cobra, which is ridiculously fast, but has the same problem as that random fast MX-5 Apricot Hill, pits every 2 seconds. So hopefully that shouldn't be an issue either. Settings. Spring rate. 12.0 to 10.0. Whoop. 12.0 to 10.0. Ride. Does it have a ride height adjustment? Has a... where's the stabilizer? Right, stabilizer 4, 5. Yeah, there you go. Jason just pitched it. Spring rate, yes, please. I would like some springs. Ride height 102, 106. Jacking the ride height up a tiny bit. Brake balance 15. Oh, we didn't get the brake balance controller. Never mind. Shock bound 4 and 6. Shock rebound 6 and 7. Camber angle 2 and 1. It's the toe angle 0.5 at the back there. Now that's all good. LSD initial torque 10. LSD acceleration 20, deceleration 15. Alright, so we tweak that a little bit. Gear ratio, auto set 28. Gives us a little bit more top end. LSD, take some. Right, downforce. Huh, there is no setting for downforce. Right. ASM off, because of course we don't need that baloney. And TCS, we're going to keep that up a little bit to avoid the driftu. We don't want too much driftu. We want some nice twos grip. So, there we go. Setup is all good, I think. Now, final decision, what tyres we're going to have on it. Sports or slicks? I think slicks. I think we're going to need all the grip we can get. You missed, what's LSD acceleration? Oh, 20. I thought it was already set at 20. Oh, okay. No, it's not. Good spot, Jason. Thank you. There you go. Yep. Right. So we are good to go with 2 Corvettes, 2 Camaros, a Shelby Cobra with chewing gum for tyres, and me in an AE86 with anywhere up to 100 horsepower less than the competition. I don't like making this easy for myself. Let's do this! Good start though. Whoa, God! Camaro's chopping the nose. That Camaro just weaved into the other. Oh my God, send it! I'm just sending immediately at turn 1. Okay, good start. Good start for the little A. Oh, God! That rumble strip is a lot higher than I thought. Right, we're up the hill for the first time. Now, this track should be quite interesting because it is kind of twisty street circuit, but it does have some fast sections. So, there are plenty of spaces where the cars with a lot more horsepower, i.e. everyone else in this race, will have a bit more advantage. But I tell you what, acceleration out of the corners is good because the Z06 in front of us is not getting away out of some of these corners. It's also a nice 40-lap long race, so we'll have time to kind of settle in, get our bearings. And like I say, we are looking to strat this one. The Z06 is our main rival for this one, and it pits every 7 laps. Right, the 2 Camaros are lagging behind. I love that, like, when we were lining up on the grid, it must have been one of those, like, one of these is not like the others. V8 Shelby Cobra, V8 Corvette, V8 Corvette, V8 Camaro, V8 Camaro. The Tofu Mobile. Dad, is that car from that stupid manga? Yeah, son. It's a rice burner. Oh my God. The Z06 has completely turned heel on his teammate in the Grand Sport. Absolute destruction there. Just bodied him into the Armco. Oh, and we're going to send it through the final chicane. Yes. Clean pass. Nice. We're up to 3rd by the end of the opening lap. The Cobra is already legging it, but that's okay. Remember, we don't need to worry. Oh, I've broke way too early for that corner. Oh my God, and the Grand Sport has decided to try and send it round the outside. Nearly made it work as well. I've got to give respect there. Mad props, bro. How is the car feeling? Very nice. Very stable, very grippy. Jason, I think you've done another top job with the setup here. I don't know if you put together that setup yourself or where you got it from online, but either way, I approve. This is exactly why you are our crew chief. I'm just getting into a sort of rhythm at the moment. It feels like if I can really push it, once I've learned the track. I mean, I'm gaining on the Z06 already. So we should have the pace to at least stick with the Z06. But I don't mind not passing him yet. Because as we said, we're hoping to try and outstrat him. And he's not really charging away anywhere near as much as I thought. So we're absolutely fine in that regard. Actually, we might... Ooh! Just looking up the inside there. Oh God, I hate this section. My least favourite section of the track. Bless the little AE86. He's still trying to drift. Live from Fujimi-Kaido, Washington. Nah, he's just in the pits at the moment wearing all his supersonics. Wow. Are you real? The Cobra's pitting after 2 laps. 2. We've actually got the run on the Corvette down the main straight. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so all of that about 270 horsepower might not be enough. More than enough. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Ow. Whoa. Oh, no, it's glitched. Oh, God. I've had that happen to me before. It's a stupid little glitch in this game where if you get, like, pancaked into a wall, the rear of the car sticks to the wall. It, like, magnetizes to the wall. It's the most bizarre thing. So, annoyingly, it happened there. It's cost us quite a bit of time on the Z06, but that's okay. Showing we can hang with the Z06 so far. Grand Sports is lurking there as well. Should be a pretty good race. The brakes are so good on this car. They're unbelievably good. Yeah, the Cobra's a non-factor. Yeah. Pitting every 2 bloody laps. I just like the thought that the people, the developers of this game, just like someone coding the AI was like, why don't we just really fuck with the player? They go to enter an endurance race and they see this one car fucking off into the distance. Yeah, if they just stick around for a couple of laps, they realise they have the stupidest pit strategy ever. But when they first enter, like, oh my god, that car's so fast, I can never beat it. Yeah, no, stick with it, mate. It'll pit in about 2 seconds. Oh, here we go. We've gained back on the Z06 already. Vic is here. Just in time for another lead battle to brew. We've got the run out of the final chicane. Up the inside. We are not lacking for power at all. Right, keep it close on the... Oh, the Z06 is right there. Yes, we're in the lead. For the first time in the race, we're in the lead. Nice work. Vic, I'm doing very well. I've won me Initial D AE86, and now I'm using it to win, well, lead the Seattle City 100 miles in our quest to potentially win a Panos. Because one of the 4 prize cars for this race is indeed a Panos Esperante GTR 1. My favourite cars of all time in this game. Oops, ow. Oh, bollocks, what am I doing? Oh, God. Ow. Okay, that was very much deserved. Completely cocked that section up. Right, okay, let's not get casual. We've shown we've got the pace on the Z06, who is absolutely nowhere near as fast in a straight line as I was expecting. Must be those gearbox parts that we invested in. And the Corvette Grand Sport is still lurking. He is there. Meanwhile, we're coming to the end of lap 4, which means the Cobra will be in for its 2nd pit stop. It's an absolute farce. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, we definitely have the pace on the Z06. Makes me wonder. Chatto, here's a quick vote for you. Shall I restart the race and run on sport tyres to make it slightly more close? Because I think I've got the pace on the Z06 and I should have the tyre run. Tyres are absolutely fine, Jason. They've not gone off at all. Jason's like, no, we're not doing that. Jason's pragmatic. That's why he's my crew chief. He's like, none of this close racing bollocks. Just get out there and get me a win, damn it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I'm back in the lead, if that helps. The Corvette's up the inside. It's been a good battle so far, I've got to say. Now he's like, nah, we're good. Oh, God. Oh, send it. Yeah. Yes. Oh, the switchback, though. Damn, this is a good little battle. I've got to say, if it's going to be like this the rest of the race, I'm almost tempted just to match the Z06 pit strategy. Just so we can just battle like this, you know, like, I wanna rock and roll all night and battle every lap. He's defending the inside. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Jumper, Ace, Fuji, Gargano, the top 3. I like it. Oh, go on. Oh, go on. Okay, he sent me to the outside. It's a bold strategy, got him. Oh, go on. Oh, get it. Oh, he's run wide. He's run so wide. Oh, so have I, though. God. Oh, back up the inside. What is going on? This is great. What a battle. What a battle. Oh, off the outside again. Switch back, though. Come on. In before Newgarden and Alex Rossi synchronised spinning. Oh, go on. Get it. We've got such a good run for the final corner. I think I nudged the back bumper of the Corvette that time. Oh, but now we've got the slipstream. This car is so good in the draft. And send it into turn 1 again. Oh. Oh. A bit of a nudge. He's trying to spin us. He's getting aggro here. He's getting aggressive. He is desperate to hold on to the lead. By any means necessary. Oh, gold. Oh, no. Oh, gold. One of those jumps really upset the balance of the car there. That was weird. I think it's because I was sort of moving in the air That makes sense. Whoa, he's right there. Right, defend the apex, defend the apex. There we go. Oh my god! I was like, he's going to come up on me right, isn't he? And then I looked at the left side and I'm like, oh my god, he's there! Help! Is he going up the inside? Is he going up the inside? He's trying to go on the outside. M9. I mean, what? Oh, god. Oh, this car does not like the rumble strips. Whoops. Except for those ones. Doesn't mind those. Alright, we are in the lead of this race. 6 laps in. Coming up at the Cobra's third pit stop. Yes, that's a true fact. You see? So I just love the thought that the AI developers are just trolling. I think the Z06's tyres are starting to turn to mush. Yeah, you might be right. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? Jason's going to hate me for this, but he'll see what I'm doing. Hopefully he'll see the logic. Right. I'm going to tail the Z06 on the in lap. If he does pit this lap, we'll go with him. Make for an interesting race. Because if he's on a 7-lap strat, that'll lock him into 4 stops. Plus, I'm really enjoying the battle, to be honest. Oh, up the inside. Oops. Oh, God. Oh, the ow. That was a bold move there. You no longer go for a gap that exists. You're no longer an Ayrton Senna wannabe. And I'm very much not. Right, does the Corvette pit this lap? He does. So we'll follow him in. If I miss this... I'm not going to mess this up. I don't know what you're talking about. I literally have no idea what any of you are saying. Oh, there's another car in the pits at the moment, instantly. Oh, the Corvette's back out in front. Oh, the Grand Sport. The Grand Sport! You cheeky monkey. The Corvette Grand Sport has jumped out of the pits right behind us as well. Interesting. Oh god, cold tyres. Cold tyres are absolutely awful in this game. They are the absolute dirt worst. They are the absolute barstool of this game. That's what you get for making your own pit strategy. Yeah, I know. I'm also aware that there are subtle ways, that, well, not so subtle ways, that the Gran Turismo 3 AI will rubber band like fuck. It's not just out on the track. Sometimes they'll randomly just have much faster pit stops. As we saw there. Well, never mind. Team Pleb's pit crew isn't the best. But I know an easy way to solve that conundrum. What if I'm just so fast on the track, I lead by miles at the next pit stop, and he can't get in front again? Oops! I said what if. I didn't mean right away I would be that fast. Only downside of having a car this light as well is that you really struggle to get temperature into the tyres. They're still freezing cold after an entire lap. And we have also pretty much dropped the Corvette as well. And guess what, guys? The Cobra's pitting in again. Hang on, have we lapped the Cobra already? Oh no, he's pitting at the end of lap 8. Right, okay. Now, we're already gaining back in on the Corvette, so we should have pace on the Corvette. I've got something in my eye. There we go. Now we're good. I've got now my eyes watering. Okay, we're good. I mean, Corvette guy, my guy, you're getting caught up on by a guy who's effectively got one eye at the moment. Oh, here we go. The battle resumes in earnest. I don't know what's happening inside Ernest. I don't think he improved with this. The Cobra is Seattle's chaser. Yeah. At least the Cobra's fast, though. Like, the X540 chaser wasn't even fast in that race. Oh, go on. Oh, go on. Absolute sendage. Oh, go on. Oh, DORIFTO. Some proper Kansai DORIFTO. To retake the lead. Nick, what are you doing on the pit stand? What are you... Jason, Nick's stolen your radio. But since you asked, the car is doing great. The car is doing great. Oh my god. The car is doing great. Nani? Alright, there we go. 140.9. Banging in that fast lap there. Right. This is where we start to take it home. No more worry. Oh god. No more worrying about entertaining races. Like 3,000 people watch 24 hours of Jimmer and his guys just like laying the beaten down on an entire field on iRacing, so. Nick's been putting the timeout box near the pit, next to the pit box again. Oops. Jason apparently went quit. Jason apparently tried to quit and then went quit. He really is regretting his decision to be my crew chief. It's a nice sweep. Oh yes, that's a nice sweeping arc through those corners. Oh, to a 3.3 second lead now. Yep. I think any doubts over whether this car can win the race or not have been put to bed. It's time to open a can of whoop-ass on this race. .2 seconds. Tell you what, at some point in my own time, I probably will come back and do this race on soft tyres. Maybe even with less, with no turbo, less power. Oh god! I'm just shocked at the complete lack of power from the AI. And the complete lack of pit strategy from the Cobra. Is he just like, you know what? It's not actually a race, it's a time trial. It's like a qualifying session, it's whoever gets fastest lap. So if I just go out there, put in one fast lap and immediately change tyres, I'll still win because I got fastest lap. No, Reg, that's not how it works. No, of course, that's totally how it works. Oh my god, we're in danger of sending this one home. It's time to go home, lads. If I go a bit quiet, it's because I'm really concentrating. Not because the race is close or anything, but just because I want a fucking time trial. Right, tyres are up to temp. This one will be a flyer. I'm going to go a bit quiet here. Switch to onboard cam as well. That was a new fastest lap anyway. Close your eyes, Jason. I'm on a flyer. It's maybe the single greatest handling car I've ever driven. Certainly the most responsive, certainly the easiest to drive. Oops. God! Car broke out in an unexpected drift through there. Oh God! Thing really doesn't like the rumble strips. Fucking riding this thing like Marc Marquez at the moment. Wow. Says a lot about how confident Jason is in the setup. That even when I say, close your eyes, Jason, I'm off on a flying lap that could end badly, he's like, nah, it's cool. We got this. We got this, fam. Jason, you have built an absolute dream machine here. Well, you know, Shuichi Shigeno as well. I mean, Bunta Fujiwara would just look at this and his cigarette would drop out his mouth and he'd be like, "Nani? What amazing it is, I can't remember what amazing is in Japanese." Right, how's that for a new fastest lap? Bang! New fastest lap by 0.7 of a second. And that was with me still twatting multiple Armco barriers around the track. Now let's see what we can do. Jason, what was your original pit strategy? We'll go back to that. Seeing as this race is effectively over as a contest now. Sugoi! Sugoi! That'd be what Bunta Fujiwara would say if he saw this car now. Sugoi! Sugoi desu yo. Not even gonna. Oh God, there's another Armco barrier. But the brakes are so unbelievably good on this thing. It's a little bit understeery in the nose. But normally, if you get it right, you can use the brakes to just dip the nose right down into the ground, and that takes care of everything else. Kind of like that. And then it wants to brake out in driftu. Which is nice. Yeah, I'm not complaining about that. Oh, God. Flipping so hot in this room. For context, my room is the hottest room in the house anyway, because it gets the sun on it almost all day. Plus, with my blinds being so shite, I basically can't have the windows open that much, because you just hear the rattling of the blinds. Wow. Jason is pitching potentially only one more stop. Lap 20 to 23. We pitted lap 7. Hang on, no, we'd still need to pit one more time, wouldn't we? Oh! God damn it, this car wants to drift to. Yeah, I've been meaning to for years, Mike. You know, one of those things where it's just like, you've got a billion different things where you're like, oh, I need to replace that one day. And then you just sort of don't, because more important, more pressing shit comes up all the time. And when something's only a mild annoyance, you can just about live with it. Good. Right, we are coming up on the second pit stop of the Corvette, which is where we're really going to leave them far behind. 1:41.3 that time. 21.8 seconds. That is the gap we've pulled out since the pit stop. Yep, there's the Z06 in for its second pit stop. Guys, I don't want to jinx it, but this race may well be over. We have built an absolute monstrosity here. I don't know why the game is telling me to change down to second there. Or there. I'm so jealous of you having in-home air conditioning units. I mean, we have them in this country, normally in newer buildings, but most of the buildings over here are like pre-war shit. Built for a country that's normally more cold than it is hot. Which means, you know, nicely insulated and double glazed and everything in the winter, but as soon as summer comes around, it's like, oh my god, it's a fucking sweat box. Oh, God. Well, lap time's been going up a little bit the last few laps. I don't know if that's just because I've been chase camera again. Just not as good in chase camera. Well, that was a good first corner, though. Much better. Oh! Interesting. The Corvette Grand Sport is now up to second. Very interesting. I think that's the level of intrigue we're going to get from this race, because I'd not only have to repeat my Apricot Hill stunt again. Right, now the Grand Sport's coming in, so probably the Z06 will retake its position now. Into fourth gear and down here, nice. Nick, you may ask how the car is. It's good. I'm really enjoying driving it. What's nice is that I just decided to cut loose and overkill this race because, hey, I knew the car was that fast and it is just so much fun to drive right on the limit. I'm having a lot of fun just... Ow. Headbutting Armco barriers with it. Yeah, we're doing that. I hate those corners. Yeah, we're now 46.8 seconds ahead of the Corvette. Oopsie daisy. We may have actually built a beast here. May have built an absolute monster. Sorry, not sorry, really? Now probably pit again. Oh my god, at lap 23. Or 20, I should say. Jason, I don't think you have provided a bad setup. Maybe there was one with like a transmission setting that was a bit off. But otherwise... Where do you get these setups from, by the way? Do you make them yourself, or do you get them from somewhere? I don't mind either way. I appreciate the fuck out of the fact you take the time to do all this for us. Amongst everything else you do for Armbar Arcade. Whoa, God! Back into the car fucking bounced up in the air there. You see that? Oh, God. It's just effortless. I'm a black belt at Googling stuff. Love how you're gaining through the worst set. Yeah. Yeah. Shut this race down. We're taking this one home. I want that motherfucking Panos. Although watch now as we get the actual, like... Oh, by the way, you could win a Panos. You could win an F1 car. You could win something else awesome. But we don't want to give you that. We're going to give you a Nissan Micra. In piss yellow. With a wheel missing. Oh, and guess what, guys? The Cobra's pitting in again. Oh my god, we're going to lap the Cobra this time. We're going to lap the Cobra. We're going to lap the shit out of the Cobra here. It's a 25% chance of the panels. You can also, it's worth pointing out, you can also buy the panels for 1.5 million credits. You can also win it in, I believe, the professional level Dream Car Championship. So that'd be our second shot at getting it. And then, if all else fails, we'll just raise the money to buy it then. Or you can complete time trial mode in arcade mode. And that awards the panels to your garage as well. So we'll try that. My grandfather's land. Oh my god. What is the rear end doing up there? It's like doing. What are the other prize cars here, Jason? I can't remember. So we've got the F1 car, we've got the panels. I think the other two are still pretty decent. I hope. Kickstarter to buy. Yeah, we're going to launch a crowdfunder. If all else fails, we'll just crowdfund it. That's actually what the tips, donations for the Armbar Arcade 24 hours is actually going to go towards, buying the panels. Shit will have pretty much escalated by then. I'll just roll up to Nays one day and be like, yo, I bought the panels. And he's like, you bought a real panels? I'm like, yeah. No, you were meant to buy one in game. Oh, Mugen NSX. As in the Castrol. The Castrol Mugen NSX. I would not be unhappy with that. Oh, God. Oh, God, wrong line through there. If you don't get the panels here, then time trial mode it is. There's also the Dream Car Championship. So might do on stream, or might not. We'll see how we go. If you're wondering what the strategy is now, by the way, I'm just going to lap 20. We'll pit then, and then we'll just pit one more time on lap 30. Keep it very simple. Simple and clear. Ooh. Neither for reasons. Nick, we all know what these reasons are. With you and your Castrol Mugen NSX shaped love pillow. Oh, it would help if I changed down a gear there. Oops. And stop bouncing off every single Armco barrier in the nearby vicinity. Yeah, the tyres are definitely going away now, but it doesn't matter too much. Then he bought one of the Mustang-based panels road cars in the early 2000s, but he got a Plymouth Prowler instead. Not bad, actually. Well, I've never actually owned a Prowler. I'm only based mostly on the looks. Oh, God. Whoa, yeah, the tyres really are going off now. Jesus. Okay, so that's a pretty reasonable prize car list there. We've got the Nismo GTR road-going version, which is the homologation version of the R33 GTR that raced at Le Mans in 1995. We've got the Tommy Kyra ZZ2, not ZZ Top, ZZ2, which is a road car, but put it this way, a Tommy Kyra ZZ2 was beating the shit out of me when I first attempted the Professional Dream Car Championship, and I was in the fucking Corvette C5R. As friend of the show Cam Buckley said, it is a road car in name only, so that's a pretty god tier car. And we've also got the panels and the F1 car, so that's not too bad. I think in kind of descending order of cars I'd like I'd probably want the Nismo the least, and then the fucking Tommy Kyra, and then obviously the F1 car, and then the panels. Yes, I'm bizarre. I want the panels above an F1 car. Right, we're pitting at the end of this lap. We're coming up on lap traffic here. These will be the Camaros, I think. Oh, that is a shame. That's one of those things that a lot of Chryslers were suffering from at the time. Looks really nice. What engine have you put in it? Lawnmower. A diesel lawnmower. Right. Okay, not an engine. No, an actual diesel lawnmower to power this sports car. Yes, it's a novel concept, I think. For when they inevitably crash it, they'll be able to mow the lawn with it as well. Sir, you've not really got the point of this, have you? Right, we're into the pits for the second time in the race. Your tyres fall off early, pit at lap 34. How many laps did I do on that run? Is it exactly 14? 13 or 14? Must have been around there. What's this coming through? It is. It's the Cobra! Alright, let's have a play with the Cobra. See if we can beat the Cobra straight up. And just really embarrass this. Oh my god, he can't even drive. Oh, we've round the outside there. Alright, here we go. This is it. 400 odd horsepower Cobra versus Tofu Boy. Oh, he's going for the drifty though. See, this is more what I was expecting the battle with the Z06 to be. God damn, if only the Cobra had a decent pit strategy. Had like a semi-decent pit strategy. Oh my... Jesus! Gee, someone queue up that Eurobeat. Completely forgot we're on cold tyres. Yeah, there you go. That's the kind of gap that I was expecting the Corvettes to pull on us down the straights. But they just didn't. So like, no, we don't need to use full throttle. The Cobra just like, yeah, I've got all the power. No! Believe it. It's slamming off every single one. I'm just drifting behind. We really need like, run in the 90s. It's the new way to drift, Cobra. Oh, God. God's just drifting all over the shop on cold tyres. This is mad. Oh, God. I nearly stopped the Cobra going in the pits. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if I'd forced it to go a third lap on the same tyres? Me good. Just wouldn't have known what to do. Oh, well, that was fun for a lap. Alright, anyway, let's go back to the beaten down. Let's go back to the bad laps beat down. Bad cars beat down. Here on the streets of Seattle. Gas, gas, gas. I'm going to step on the gas. Tonight, tonight, tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Seriously though, this car is so much fucking fun to drive. And the Corvette Z06 is pitted basically on the same lap as us anyway. So we've already gone one stop further than we've already basically eliminated one of the Corvette's pit stops anyway. It's a little bit skittish, this car. It feels a little bit sort of like it's so light it just sort of skids over the top of the surface, the road surface. But fuck man, this is such a good car. We have built an absolute monster. I don't even want to add any more horsepower to it. I really don't. I'm keeping this car as is. We're not putting any more turbos or anything on it. Cool. So nice to drive in when I'm bumping off the tyre walls with it. Oh God. You see the amount of times I'm hitting the wall on the inside apex of the corner. It does basically aquaplane in the dry neck. This car is equivalent of the new PC. In fact, your new PC is probably the equivalent of like the fucking Scudo Pikes Peak. Just so much power you can barely know what to do with it. You're like, oh, I'll press the accelerator, I'll get to 60 eventually. Oh, God. No, so, Mike, I don't want to change anything on this car. I just said I'm not adding any more power to it. It's... Oh, God. You really have to be careful changing direction up the hill. Waste 70k. Yeah, legit, this car does not need any more power. I think any more power in it would just be pretty undrivable, to be honest. I mean, the X540 Chaser is pretty is undrivable. You cannot race that car. You can drift to it, though. Very easily, because that's all it ever wants to do. How about new? There you go. Alright, we've got a lap car coming up. Someone else to play with here. Oh my god, I keep braking when the game tells me to and then going to turn in and hitting the inside wall. This car is handling too well. I mean, it's not like the brakes are actually having to stop anything. The heaviest thing about the car is me in the driver's seat by some distance. Here come that boy. There goes my A86. Watch him as he sends. DORIFTO. One of my favourite Foo Fighters songs, that one. Has anyone done a Eurobeat remix of it? There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Oh, the NA tune gives the same power. Does it? To be fair, we've already changed the rims. This is our interpretation of the classic Initial D AE86. Sorry. Car decided to go DORIFTO mid-corner again. It does that. It just randomly flips out and it's just like, I want to DORIFTO. Racing's boring. Taking a corner properly is boring. Here's some Eurobeat in the distance. One of those apartments is playing some Eurobeat and it's just like, my people! Let me play you the song of my people. I'm like, would you mind not doing that mid-corner? Oh, up the... Oh! Whoop. Oh, God. Thing is, if you mess your line up coming out of the downhill right-hander, you're fucked for about the next 3 corners. Let's have a little play with the Camaro. I'm putting the lap down. Do you mind? He's fighting hard to stay on the lead lap. Oh, but it's just not... How slow? How slow do you want to be through that corner? Oh, he's now trying to slipstream this. Is he going to try and send it? Go on, send it. I dare you. When I can brake that late into turn 1 and still pull up in time. Meanwhile, the Camaro's put himself in the wall trying to stay with me. Unlucky, mate. See you later. In Park Ferme. You probably hear Soundgarden. Nice. I'll be okay with that. We're getting ready to go to a Sonics game. Be definitely okay with that. Alright, we're up over a minute over the Z06 now. I mean, I'd have to fuck this up in ways that literally have never been seen before in sports. Like, I'd have to try and fuck this shit up. I'd have to be putting some, like, betting scandal thing on. That's the levels of fucking this up we'd probably have to go to. Still got 10 viewers and everyone. Still Chatter is lively. You guys are fantastic, seriously. You're just lovely, really. Right, do you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling a hot lap. Feeling a hot lap coming on. Let's go for it. Oh, God. I don't know what that car is going through turn 1 at the moment. It's just gone through the hairpin, turn 1. I'm not sure what that is. We might catch him in a lap or so. God, so late in this car. It is beautiful. It's the ultimate Sendmobile. Oh, it's beautiful. This car is just magic to drive. This is the great thing about Gran Turismo. Every so often you'll find that one car that is just... Well, there goes my hot lap. That is just absolute magic to drive. I remember in Gran Turismo 4 I had a Alfa Romeo Julia Sprint GTA. It was one of the 1960s Alphas. It was like the sort of coupe, like little... It was in the touring cars, I think. Also, I think it was the police cars in the Italian job. They were Alfa Romeo Giulia GTAs. But I had one of those with like all the weight reduction on and everything. Not much power. I only had like 130 horsepower, but oh my god. It was like I was controlling it with mind powers. It would know which way it wanted me to go. I wanted it to go before I'd even start turning the steering wheel. I did not control it with the wheel, I controlled it with the force. Beautiful. And of course, being an Alfa Romeo, it sounded amazing. I once entered the Sunday Cup in an F1 car and did 2 laps the wrong way. And then turned around and still won the... I love that. Love that sort of shit. Maybe we should start doing that. Just enter races. I'll obviously overkill, and then I'll just get like Chateau to vote in like how far behind, how much of a head start I should give them, or some sort of silly thing I should do before I can start the race. It's the ace of the universe. It's Hiroshi Tanahashi in a car. Is the Cobra slightly off strat? Bearing in mind it is now a lap behind us, so maybe that's what's confusing. Oh god, it's those railway tracks. They really kind of pop you up in the air and completely disturb the handling over there. So it really fucks with you. You're like, okay, I'm entering this corner perfect. Ow, my testicles. Ow, my car, I've driven straight into the wall. Right, so not quite the fast laps I promised you. I'm sorry about that. We also should have at least one, maybe 2 more stops from the Corvette, from the Z06, so we've only got 1 more to make. We might still be able to lap the Z06 for the ultimate humiliation. Ultimate embarrassment. In Murica itself, in downtown Murica, the Murican muscle gets completely lapped by this small, what is it? It's not even a 2-litre engine in this car, is it? 4-cylinder whiny boy. This piece of shit ricer can absolutely decimate the V8s, the muscle cars, on their own turf. Like I said earlier, America, fuck Trump. I mean, you know me, I love my V8 muscle. But coming to the home of V8 muscle and defeating the V8 muscle in something that is absolutely not V8 muscle in the slightest is kind of satisfying. It's nice. Gives me a nice warm feeling. A bit like the feeling I get when driving this car in general. There's the railroad tracks. A little bit wide on the first apex, so that throws us off for the second one. Also, I've just noticed up ahead, I think that's the Grand Sport. That's the Corvette Grand Sport. So that car is 3rd overall, and we're about to lap it. Hi, Toyota Revy boy. Oh, God. Again, turned in too good for the corner. Holy shit! I twatted the wall coming out the final chicane and was only 2/10 off my fastest lap. The Shigeno version has a 4AG uplifted from 1.6 to 1.8. Right, okay, so it's a 1.8 litre 4-cylinder. Or is it a 6-cylinder? No, it should be probably a 4-cylinder, right? Yo, hi, it's me again. Remember earlier in the race when you were like pretending that you might be competitive and you might be able to beat me? Do you remember? Do you remember? Inline 4, yeah, there you go. So a car with half the cylinders. And quite possibly in the Cobra's case, half the horsepower. It's about to absolutely decimate you. Oh, look at the send. The absolute disgusting send there. Oh, he's not happy with that. He's not happy with that at all. He's bullied us back out the way. He cannot handle the techers. He can't handle the disrespect being lapped on his home turf. Right, and the Z06 is in the pits. And the Grand Sport is staying out to have a bit more of a play with us. Ah, the Z06 is going to be coming out in front of us. It's going to be short-lived because we're pitting at the end of this lap probably anyway, so just make it a simple 10-lap dash to the finish. Oh, mate. What's he doing? I mean, really now. There at the top of the hill is the Z06. The race is on for it to avoid being lapped. Given that it's still got another pit stop to make as well as me, I'm not feeling confident for his chances. It's like that stupid t-shirt that you only see like middle-aged people wearing, where it's like, you have to catch me on my good days. Today isn't one of them and tomorrow's not looking good either. Basically a shorthand for saying I'm a miserable cunt every day. Sorry, I just saw, Cobra pitting in at the top. And you'd think I'd be used to it by now. Every so often I still look up and just sort of snigger. It's like, really? Someone actually coded an AI car to actually do that. Really now. At least we know where the Ferrari 2019 strategy team were working back in 2001. Right. Z06 is going to get a reprieve for now. We're in the pits for the last time in the race. Oh, I'm sweating my absolute tits off here. Right, final pit stop of the race. The only cars now still on the lead lap are the two Corvettes. By the end of the next 10 laps, they're probably not going to be. Not if I have anything to do with it. But first, we have to survive cold tyres. Yeah. Like I said, we have to survive cold tyres. Yeah, let's see how. In, normal form. This car is so light, it sort of skates over the top of the track surface. Nick, you definitely could strategize better than Ferrari because you were half competent. In that brief moment where you took over as interim crew chief, you somehow managed to steer a half-decent strat for us at that F1 2002 race. I mean, let's list the things that could do a better job than the Ferrari strategy department. Some baby ducks. A tea bag. A remote for old CRT television from the 1980s. Lampshade. A can of deodorant. An actual used condom. Theresa May's pubes. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever said. But even that could do a better job at strategy. Theresa May herself could do a better job at strategy than the Ferrari strategy group. An empty box of cornflakes. These just now sound like bids for fucking FNG's The Box series. I bid a steaming pile of baby poo, an empty box of cornflakes, and Theresa May's pubes. Oh no! I am definitely naming a punk EP in the future, a ska punk EP, just Theresa May's pubes. Oh no! Oh, I think I'm about to puke. I'm definitely gonna puke when we're driving like that. fork laying in the sink drain with weak old mac and cheese on it. Yes. Oh my god. The rear suspension of my car. Now he's just gone into the bathroom to scrub his brain with bleach. To be honest, I probably need to drink some after this. It won't go away. It won't leave. That would be so good they'd implode. Yeah, because Jason, you're actually competent. You'd be like, you know that meme where it's like people are sitting around in an office having a meeting? Be like, Ferrari strategy group meeting. And be like, well, what should our strategy be for next race? Have Sebastian Vettel crash into Hamilton on the first lap. Put exactly the wrong tyres on halfway through the race. And then Jason at the end be like, what if we just do a simple two-stop strategy? And then everyone's just like, and just throws him out the window. How dare you pitch logic? Oh, the Corvette Grand Sport is pitting. Alright, we've lapped the Grand Sport. Jason, permission in advance. When the Z06 pits for its final time, my right to slow down and let it out of the pits in front of me just so we can have a little battle in the closing laps. I mean, I'll be pretty much a fucking lap ahead at that point. In fact, I'm only about 25 seconds off of lapping him as it stands. Am I okay to do that? Promise I won't fuck up the win. I mean, it would have to... I'd have to literally fuck up so badly I'd go barrel rolling over the wall in flames. Oh god. Oh no, I'm not doing very well. Why is Nay WhatsApping me now? Okay, Jason has given the order. And that order is permission to fuck around. But you know what, for now, when you pit drift for a lap on cold tyres. So Ridge Racer unbounded levels of fuck-ups. You're in here with the tombstone. Yeah, what we're doing now, basically, is remember that match between Triple H and Booker T? Where Triple H hits Booker T with, like, the worst pedigree ever, and Booker T is just, like, dead in the middle of the ring. And then Triple H spends about 30 seconds, like a full minute, just being like, I'm gonna quit over the ring. I'm gonna finally pin. And then he does pin him, and Booker T doesn't kick out despite being, like, laying down for a minute. That's basically what we've done here. You've got Jelly Bailey air freshener for your non-existent car. Well, it's nice to be aspirational, you know. Oh my god, I've just become terrible. Time to hit him with the black mass. Oh fuck yeah. A dispute about the smell of jelly beans is now kicking off in Chateau. Which reminded me, I had lit his I've got a nice scented candle just over there. Oh God, I'm driving like absolute Theresa May pubes now. Sorry, I've just put that mental image back in all your heads again, haven't I? Oops. Right, okay, focus up. Corvette's going to be pitting next lap, so... Actually, it might be in a lap or so's time, because it's nearly a lap down, so... Right, let's fucking go for it. Haul ass. perfect drifting through the first few turns. Running right close to the walls here. This car's used to running close to Armco barriers is exactly what it's designed to do. And there's the Cobra up ahead. Bollocks. It's always that fucking corner. It's the most awful. I love this track, but that corner is absolutely fucking horrible. I can't remember if the railroad tracks were that pronounced in Gran Turismo 2 or 4. I don't remember them being that much of an issue. Alright. This might still be a quick lap. Well, it's back in the 40s, so that's okay. Running in the 40s. I was so late for my braking into turn 1 there, and it still made it. God, this little car. Oh my god, this little car is so good. Jason, you haven't built a monster here. You have built a masterpiece. Train tracks really kick you around. Yeah, I've seen that. Just dick kick city every time we go over them. You're weak. Yeah, can we get some applause in Chatto, by the way, for Jason coming through clutch again? And Eli58 being excellent chief mechanic as well. Where am I going? Came down too early, kept it there, kept it there. Oh my god, you just can't. Those train tracks are literally in the worst position ever. Alright, the Z06 is pitting. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Fuck it. Pit one more time, put fresh tyres on and just rinse it. Try and chase down the Z06. Right, they're leaving the pits now. Let's take a quick sip of water. Checking out MFD for a new strategy option, and there'll be fuck all. Right, there's the Grand Sport, who's just decided to punt straight into me, going into turn 1. Right, okay, someone's salty about being shit and having absolutely no fans. Oh god. And I'm on cold tyres, so this is not going to end well. Alright, 1 minute 51.6 is the gap for the Corvette. The Corvette is literally the next car in line, I think. So I need to get some heat into these tyres quick. Oh, the Cobra's next in line, actually. Can you imagine? Same car I sold off to fund this one. Now it's just bitter and jilted. Probably about as well as I've done that set of corners the entire race. Right, 3 laps to go. Let's go on board. Fucking just send this one home. You know, shit's got real now that I'm in Bomber Camp. Problem is, oh my god, problem is the front tyres have some temperature in them at the moment. But the rears are still absolutely like they've just been in my freezer. I'm not gaining on the Corvette though, I can see it in the distance. Run it out wide, there you go. Oh yes! Guys, it's taken me 38 laps. I've finally got this section right. Holy fuck. Can we get some, like, I don't know, celebratory... What's a celebratory letter? Get some 50s in chatto. 50. And there's the Corvette up ahead. Got 2 laps to go. 1 minute 40.5. Whirling for the Corvette, my tyres are pretty much all up to temperature now. Oh, and the Z06 just had to deal with some traffic as well. Just an apex there. Oh! Holy shit! God, this little car is just the most fun it is possible to have with your clothes on. We've got GG, we've got 69, and we've got 50. We can get some 69s in chat. Right, up the inside of the Camaro. Didn't run it out wide enough through this corner. We got the Camaro completely fucking us over. Like the absolute chode magnet that it is. Yeah, piss yourself, mate. Just actually urinate in your own seat. Right, guys. Can we get some final lap presented by Credit One Banks in the chat? Because that is exactly what is coming up. And the Corvette is right there. Come on. Are we going to be able to lap the Z06 on the final lap? The final insult. Put the nice little red Corvette-shaped cherry on top. Little red Corvette. It's a Prince song, isn't it? Oh, God. The car decided just not to brake there. That's what I mean about it being so light. Sometimes it just doesn't... It just sort of skits over the top of the track surface rather than actually gripping it, you know? No, we're not gonna get a fast lap on the final lap because, ironically, it's the Corvette that's holding us up. So how about we just yeet instead? Final lap presented by Team Pleb. I like it. Oh, some drifty there. Oh, God. Alright, final few corners. The Z06 might escape being lapped. Or will it? Will it? No, it won't. Yes, it will. No, it won't. Yes, it will. No, it won't. Oh, no, he won't. No, he won't. And... yes! Yeah, there you go. Lovely, lovely. It's a lot easier than anticipated, but... hey, I tried to make it a close race. I tried. But, the car was just too good. The car was just too fucking good. One of the best cars I've ever driven in Gran Turismo history. Thank you, Jays, for the amazing setup that you totally didn't find off Google. Fuck, what a... I would say what a race. It wasn't the absolute scene of embarrassment. Yeah, just get embarrassed off the final corner. Right, okay, guys. Cross your fingers. Oh, we're going to get the panels. Here we go. Oh, no. But we have got the Tommy Kyra, which is not bad, actually. I'll take that. That's pretty good. There's not really any duffs in this one. I mean, the Nismo road-going version could have been a bit tedious. I can always do the Seattle 100 again, actually. You know, off-stream when I just fancy a closer race. But, well, we didn't get the panels this time. That's okay. We've got some more chances at it. Ironically, the ZZ2 could be our path to getting the panels. That could be an interesting one to bear in mind. Alright, there's the ZZ2. 545 horsepower. 43 horsepower. Four-wheel drive. Mid-engine supercar. 1,000 kilograms, so nice and light. It's turbocharged, so it can produce ungodly amounts of horsepower. Yeah, this thing's pretty intense. So, welcome to Team Pleb. You're not the car we wanted out of that race, but a second prize is go. I mean, fuck me. Come on, man. You can't really complain about that one. If you do it again, can you win another car? Yes, you can. So, yeah, I might do that off stream. We'll see. Right. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to end tonight's stream, because you guys have been absolutely legendary, as usual. What we're going to do is we're going to end with a little bit of DORIFTO. I mean, it's only fair, really. You guys have been excellent all night, as usual. So what we're going to do now is cue up the Eurobeat. It's already drifting. Oh my god, the drift. Look at this car. Right, away we go. It's time for DORIFTO in the taxi cab. This is now the drift taxi. Oh my god. Right, can we come up with names for this car in chatto? It was wheel spinning in 4th gear. Holy shit. Right. Oh, he's just... oops. Just fallen straight off. Right. Oh, here we go. Yeah! Then bring it back. Yeah! Oh, God. Holy shit. The drift taxi. This really is the drift taxi. The tyre murderer. Oh, God. Oh, God. Get it. Oh, no, we spun. A little bit too much there. Shinsuke. Drifting with traction control. Yeah, this is how powerful this car is. Holy shit. It's just gone off. This track cannot contain it. Yep, wheel spin in 3rd. Pretty sure I got wheel spin in 4th gear earlier. Oh, bollocks. Oh, my God. Right, fuck it. We're going to another track. Midfield Raceway cannot contain the might, the absolute power of the drift taxi. We need to go to... I know where we need to go. This is where we need to go. Right. Here we go. Celebrate the end of the stream. Timer. You really think I care about time? Game. We have all the time in the world. Correct, Super Mike. There is a real drift taxi. Oh my god. Fucking hell, it just shoots off sideways. Complex string. Yes, it's here. For such a heavy car, the acceleration is absolutely brutal. Yeah, I'm definitely down to do that as well. Right, where's the turd schleif? Where is turn 1? Yeah, there you go. You'll be very gentle with the throttle. As soon as you initiate a slide, you can't just bury the throttle in this thing because you will just fuck off into Narnia. Just wants to drift forever. Drift forever. Clap, 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 clap. Drift forever. Scandinavian flick. Oh, no. Oh, ran a bit wide there. Do you want to stop spinning now? The gravel of absolute turducken. Right, this should be fun. Tight 90-degree corners. I need to actually find a drift setup for this car online. I know there's been, on GT Planet, there are Gran Turismo drifting communities, so the true drift setup for this car is out there. For now, I'm sort of blundering along with default setup, but 800 horsepower. Oh my god. You can see there because the camera glitched out. That's pretty wild. Nice. Man, this is still so much fun. Oh, we got a nice long corner coming up here. No, just fucked off. We can still drift. We can drift wherever we want. Just instant wheel spin. It's wonderful. Right, let's try this hairpin. It's a second gear corner. There we go. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Oh, no. Oh, it's a first gear corner. Oh, my God. The drift-do strats are going to be real through here. Go on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Bring it back. Bring it back. Come on. Oh my god, the techers. This is actual techers right now. Actual drift techers in the drift taxi. There you go. Up to third gear. Still no difference. No. No. Okay, saved it. Didn't spin. Oh, instant wheel spin. I'm not really pressing an accelerator button. I'm pressing a instant drift button. That's what I'm pressing here. Oh god. Let me back on the track now, please. Thank you. Oh god. No, 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 no. Oh god. You counter steer even a smidge too much, you are in the wall. So we've really got to feather the throttle. Oh my god, there's a good drifty section up here though. That idle sound though. Can we drift through here? Oh my god, can we drift through up here? Can We drift through up here. Oh my god. Uphill, downhill drift through. The AE86 is watching on. Disgruntled. It's this big old drift taxi just completely annihilates the concept of uphill and downhill drifting. Ah, this is a hairpin. Yes, there you go. I'm actually getting better at drifting as I go around this lap. It's unbelievable. Alright, let's end this in style, shall we? Or at least not in the wall, or at least not facing the wrong way. We're in the wall. Right, that will definitely be where we end it for tonight. Actually, no, it won't be. We've got a couple more corners to go. Fuck it. See what we can do here. Went into them far too much. Fuck it! I love how the traction control tries cutting in and then just can't. It's just like, no, I'm done here. Can't do that. Hang on, can I do burnouts? Nah. Ah, you can't quite do burnouts, no. Can I do donuts, though? Sort of. There is not enough track. And the traction are desperately cutting in like, please. Please have some mercy on your tyres. Please. Ah, right. I will end it for there now because I'm just a puddle of sweat now. And I need a drink. That was an experience. By the next stream, I will have a full drift setup on it and I will have completely turned traction control off. And I have no idea what will happen in the next stream. Next week will not be a Gran Turismo 3 stream on Hot Race Car Nights. It will be the Le Mans 24 Hours PS1 game to celebrate the fact that the real Le Mans 24 Hours is coming up that weekend. It's all dependent on the fact if I'm actually still alive after this weekend, where me and Nate are doing our Armbar Arcade 24-hour Urzed Armbars. Right here, we'll be starting at about 2:30 UK time. Live on Twitch. The race will start about 3, like the real Le Mans. Any donations, any pledges or tips or whatever in that stream across the whole 24 hours will be going to the excellent people at Mind, mental health charity in this country, who do a lot of great work. Me and Nay were actually at a gig that was in association with theirs. It was a punk gig a few months ago of theirs. Obviously, its charity means a lot to both of us, so we'll be doing that to support it. And wish us luck. Because apparently doing the real Le Mans with just 2 drivers is exhausting as fuck. Not quite sure how we're going to do it. But it's going to be fun nonetheless. Can't wait to see you guys there, hopefully. And in the meantime, with Nay's new PC, hopefully his streaming should be better, bigger and better than ever. Bigger, longer and uncut. Hopefully his frame rates will have improved from PowerPoint presentation. He has no idea what he's playing yet, but it'll be awesome because it's Nay. And then on Friday, we have got quite an interesting video. It's a plays video of an unlicensed American football game called Backbreaker. We picked it up because we thought it was some sort of NFL, like NFL Street or like NBA Jam, something like that for NFL. Turns out it's not even licensed to the NFL. It's an unlicensed American football game. And it creates history. That's all I'm going to say. It creates history on Armbar Arcade. So please do lock in for all of that. In the meantime, follow us on Twitch if you haven't already. Subscribe if you really want to. Donate to us if you really want to. Tip us if you really want to. Subscribe to us on YouTube for all the VODs. Follow us on Twitter at Armbar Arcade. And this car's just slowly rolling backwards and forwards on the track. See you guys next time in the Armbar Arcade.